Hello.
There we are.
Finally, I made it. I made it. I entered. So
Cool.
wow, 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 wow.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much. I give you an applause in the name of everyone that was here because that was really amazing. Like
Thank you.
sincerely, like really, and I really sure like everyone enjoyed it. So
I
it
hope so.
was.
I truly hope so. I hope I
I
didn't
give
do
it,
your ears.
and like it was very, very great. But
Thank
like
you.
I have a first question about that because
Go for
you
it.
are singing some high notes and you're controlling it at the same time you are living in it's very incredible and like since how long do you sing? Because yeah,
I've basically sung my whole life, but I used what we call our head voice, which is the voice which is really high and sounds like a bit like opera. But when I started my musical theater school, they taught me how to use what we call our belting voice, which is basically, I need to show you guys, when you belt, all of the this part goes down and it pushes all of your intestines and stuff on the sides. And that is when you tend to go to your head voice. But that is when you need to try and control and stay on your belting voice. It's complicated. It took me a lot of time to master it, but it is something. It's basically when you want to sing and speak at the same time. This is what you do to sing and speak, and that's what's mainly used in musical theater. But I've been singing pretty much all my life. My father was a music teacher, so music came very early in my life.
wow. And like yeah, you told me at the same time like you're so wicked when you were in London. So and at this moment it changed your life in some way. And like how did it change your life and how did it make you to take some decisions of studying music and music theater?
It was, I don't know, it was something of a magical experience. When I was in London, I was an exchange student. I was studying translation, French English, at uni. And I knew like kind of liked it, kind of not. And I went to see Wicked, and the first seconds of the show when the music started, I felt something that was shivering in me. That was like, oh my god, something's happening, and it gave me goosebumps everywhere. And they started coming on the stage. All of the actors, they come at once for the first song, except for Alphaba, of course, she comes later on. But they all appear and they sing the title song, No One Mourns the Wicked. And just tears started rolling down my eyes. And I was like, this is it. That is what I want to do. This, as simple as this. That's what I want to do with my life. That's how
Great.
it happened, pretty much. And I
And so
cried
yeah,
everything I had for the rest of the show.
and at some time I'm just saying like guys, if you have any question for Marco, just don't hesitate to write it down. And so I'm going to interact with her. So just don't hesitate to ask everything you want about that. But personally, I have some other question. Like during all the show, all the time you were talking about some music and some yeah, you were interacting. And every time somebody was writing a song, I really felt like you knew it. And how did you get this musical culture and like yeah, this musical culture?
Um, I've been listening to music ever since I started seeing some musical theater. I watched and listened to a lot of them, and I have a very good ear memory. So when I listen to something, I basically only need to listen to it like 10 times, and I kind of know the words. Plus, I'm interested in the meaning of the song, so I go look them up. And it is very important in every job you want to do. It is super important to know the background, to know a bit of history. And if you're interested, it kind of comes by itself. But yeah, most of the songs I knew. There was one from Pippin, but I know Pippin, but I don't know the song that I didn't know. But these are very, I'm not going to say classic Broadway, but they are very, very well known. So it was kind of easy for me to go in this direction because these are shows that I listen to, and yeah, I love.
Mhm.
I saw a question that was, how many musicals have I
Yeah.
seen on stage? I don't know. I have to count. I've seen Anastasia twice. I've seen Phantom of the Opera, which is amazing. It was on YouTube not that long ago on Andrew Lloyd Webber channel. So the person who composed Phantom of the Opera, he during quarantine he streams on YouTube for 24 hours all of his shows, one by one every week, every Friday. think it's the sequel of Phantom of the Opera, which is coming tonight. And there's another one that you should not miss. It is School of Rock. It's amazing. It's based on the movie. It's so good. But yeah, I've seen Phantom. I've seen Mean Girls. I've seen Frozen. It was really good. I had 5 years old during that show. Um, I've seen Hamilton. I've seen School of Rock, Wicked. I think I've seen more than 10 shows, luckily.
And there is another question, and except Wicked, Wicked, sorry, like my English is awful.
It's okay.
Which show do you have preferred? Which show do you prefer? Which is your favorite?
I would say just to listen to Hamilton, of course. It's so good. It is so powerful, so strong. Everyone in this company, the original Broadway cast album is really good. On stage, it was also really good, but I think I did prefer Frozen, because Disney has a way of putting together shows that make you feel like you're in the movie. It was something so special and so different. Plus, I was with my best friend in New York, and we snatched some seats really far in advance, and we were first row center. So you're just in the show. You don't have any other choice than to be in the show, because you're literally that close to the stage. But it was such a magical experience. So yeah, to listen to, I would say Hamilton, to give you a bit of a power up in the morning, and on stage I loved Frozen.
And like, there is another question, like, do you see yourself working as a musical theater singer? And if you do, in which place? Because yeah, you've been in London, you know, studying in France, in Paris. At the same time, we're talking before about Madrid that have a lot of musical shows as well. Like, do you see yourself in some places and working?
I do. I see myself in London, honestly. I love New York. That is such a bratly way to say this. I love London. I do. I was lucky enough to live there for 4 months during my exchange, but I had been there beforehand, and there was something special. Every time I set foot in this place, something special happens, and I just feel home. I love New York, but I love it to go and visit and to go and see my friends that I met during my exchange time. But New York is not doing the same to me than London is. And London is also closer to home, closer to France, and my family's there, and I'm not sure I could be too far away from them, at least during the beginning. But yeah, I do see myself in London. If you ask why not Paris, it is because I think it is starting to evolve on the musical theater side of things, but it's not as big, and there is usually one big show per year in Paris, and there are other shows touring, but it's not, I'm not going to say not my aesthetic, but it's not the ones that I enjoy the most.
Yeah, and this is more personal. Like, when I've been to Paris for the last time, I've seen like the big signs about Starmania. And what do you think about, like, do you see yourself singing for a French show like this way?
Honestly, I could. It's a job. It's a job. So as long as I get to sing, I know I will be happy. There's no denying that. But I would be happier singing in English.
Yeah. And about talking about job, I've heard that you were working in Disneyland Paris, and you are still working in Disneyland Paris.
I've been working there part-time during my studies for the last 2 years and a half. And 2 years and a half? 3? I think 3. I think I'm closer to 3. Yeah, I think I'm closer to 3. Time goes by so fast. So yeah, I'm working as an attraction host in Hyperspace Mountain. So if you ever come during a weekend, come and say hi. I'll be happy to see you guys. Yeah, I work in Disney because I first started working for Disney in 2015 as a summer contract. And I came back in 2016, summer contract as well. Then I took a break, and I went on my exchange program. I came back to France, but I was studying in the north, in Lille. And at some point I was super unhappy, and I was like, I need to do something with my life. Thank you. My lipstick is from MAC, babe. and yeah, so I was like, I love this place. I enjoy spending time there. I should get back to this place. And lucky enough, they wanted me back, apparently, because I'm still there. I was working as a luggage host and reception host, and I changed for Hyperspace Mountain almost a year ago now.
All right, great.
And it's a good
And
way to pay your studies, because yeah, I'm going to a private school, so it's quite expensive, to be honest.
thank you very much, Margot, for being
Thank
here during
you.
this whole week. It was a very great experience, and I think, yeah, it's as I was saying, telling you, like it's hard to have a first artist, but like I'm really sure, like I made a good choice having you on this program, and it was like I really had a very great week.
Thank
I think
you.
people discovered that you have a very great voice. So yeah, it was amazing.
Thank you
And
so
sometimes I have
much.
to.
Thank
Mhm.
you for having me. Thank you for inviting me to be on this wonderful project. Honestly, this is great, and I can't wait to see who's going to be next because we are going to discover some really cool people on this page. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah, I have to say that like next week you should be here, guys, because we are going to go on another country, and we have some good surprises for you as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, guys, I have to thank you as well to be here and so many people in just 1 week. You're already 130%. That is a lot. So really, guys, I have to thank you with the bottom of my heart. So after that, I'm just going to disappear to let Marco think about.
Bye, Seb.
Thank you, guys.